But something different is the big tech. The big tech live in a free country, and unless we do not get them to accept some code of ethics and act consequently, I mean, we are in a situation where uh, Trump has become what has become and is running for election because he has 67 million followers a day in Twitter. All American media made 60 million, and of this, only 10 million are of quality paper. So, fake news produced by Mr. Trump, which are an enormous number, don't have judges. There is no judges. And if there is no some system of code of ethic of the big tech, we have also because the big tech have a logarithm system which is priority to the news which are catching, which are impacting, which are extraordinary, and therefore a large part of these are fake news. So I think we have a very serious problem with the big tech, which had hijacked the internet and brought in a different direction for what is citizen interest. First point. Second point, we cannot discuss about communication or even information without keeping into account that these are tools of social expression. In other words, it depends who we use in communication. Now, we live in a world of polarization, in a world where if you put a mask in the United States, you're left wing. If you don't put a mask, you're right wing. In a world where climate change has become left wing, in a world where this polarization has brought us to a world which absolutely make no sense. And yet, this is why internet, by giving to the, especially to the young people, the possibility to insulate themselves in a bubble which they create in a virtual world which they create, well, we have lost dialogue, we have a fragmentation of democracy, and we have another important point that today fake news are taken by people because they tend to reinforce what they already believe, which is something in marketing very well studied. In other words, I have a cartoon which is fantastic. I was trying to bring it here, but I'm not in Rome, where there is a young guy who said to his father, Daddy, why do you say this is a fake news? It's exactly what I think. There is the reinforcement of stereotype, there is the reinforcement of bubbles, which is the biggest incentive for fake news. Now, a third observation is that while constitution and everything have created a world of values, the multilateral system is the expression of a world of common values. The coming nationalist and the fragmentation of democracy are eliminating values from the debate. Now, who speaks of solidarity? Who speaks of participation? Now, climate change is very, very much a question of solidarity. It's very, very much a question of participation. If you take the rug with values under the feet of people, well, we are not going very far. And this is why you have a clash of values between development and globalization. Development is a process in which when you enter and you end out, you are more than what you were. Globalization is a process in which if you enter and you end out, you have more than what you had. They are two completely different concepts.